Castroneves to the outside, the two that tangled to bring out the yellow flag in Heat 1.
Yes, indeed. And Ernie made sure to make quick work of Elio there, and Elio went straight to the defensive. So I can understand that. You don't want to, oh, man, that was wild.
Francis hanging on. And so Castroneves will go through to the race lead. Maybe that little spin around from Francis damaged those tires a little bit more than he was ready for.
Might have had a bit of just a bit of smoke coming off those tires. He was sliding so fast there in the 3.
So Castroneves leads. Michael Waltrip is second. And for third now, Francis Jr. kind of has the field bottled up behind him a little bit. Greg Biffle's in the gold car. Bill Elliott is in purple.
You know what's really interesting about that for Ernie, though, as well, is that was one spin, right? And these guys are going to be sliding these tires all night. So later on in the final, that's a big telltale sign for me because he is really struggling. That thing is all over the place. It looks like he's on a wet track compared to a dry track for all these guys.
You watch that front tire on Francis Jr.'s car as he goes through the corner. He's driving it like it's an open-wheel dirt car as he's passed on both sides by Kanaan and Biffle. Yeah. Let's check back in with Matt Yoakum.
Alan, a big change in fortune for Elio Castroneves. Due to the invert, he was starting up front. He was mired back in traffic. The biggest challenge, he could not get his car to turn in the corner. Having that clean air up front should change the balance of his race car and make it go from a really wicked tight car much more neutral and get an idea what changes to make at the brake.
That's a look from the visor cam of the 4-time Indianapolis 500 winner, Elio Castroneves.
Elio's a strong leader. We saw that last year during the Indy 500. Once he got to the front, he was never going to surrender that lead. So I'm not surprised by this. It is very interesting, though, how you go from running dead last and then immediately pulling away from the pack. It just goes to show you how important this clean air is.
Back to the pack.
Are you saying he might have been strategic and kind of pacing himself in Heat 1?
Elio's always strategic. He's old and smart.
He's got Michael Waltrip chasing him.
Michael Waltrip as well. I think he's got to be excited to be back up front because he was battling with Ernie Francis wheel to wheel for like 12th place, and that's what's so fun about these reverse grid races. I think it's great to see just a couple guys that were struggling earlier now having a great time leading out front.
So here's the race from 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Bill Elliott in the purple car, Ryan Newman right behind him, and then Bobby Labonte in the white car.
12-year-old me is extremely excited because I see Bobby Labonte, Bill Elliott, and Ryan Newman battling it out, and Greg Biffle in the number 69 machine. So you know he loves to party, and that's a great group of 4 right there.
Bill Elliott here to run one of 2 SRX Series races he'll compete in this year. The NASCAR Hall of Famer said he came here so many times with his son Chase over the years, as Chase, now a champion himself, was working his way up through the racing ranks. And so that's why he wanted to come and run this race. Where is Chase? Well, Chase is here. He served as pilot to fly his dad in for the race this time. Said Dad's done that for me a lot lately.
What I enjoyed about seeing Chase down there as well is that looked like he was doing a little driver coaching. I'm not sure how that works, but there was a lot of tip trading and some great chatter between the family there on Father's Day weekend.
Pressure from Ryan Newman on Bill Elliott. Off turn 4, while Castroneves and Michael Waltrip continue to run 1 and 2. This for 3rd place. Yeah, I mentioned Bill Elliott and Chase Elliott. Talking to Bill this morning. The Nashville race that ended our SRX season last year, where the 2 raced together for a lot of the night. Bill said that was one of the most special atmospheres and special nights he's had in the sport. And you think about all the special days and special nights